Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, 365 days are over. I started 365 days ago a project to do a piece of content every single day for a year. I ended up doing way more than one a day for a year. It ended up being like 450 or something, but yeah, it's over. It's done. This was my third 365-day project. Really goddamn glad that it's over. I kept track of everything that I did in this nice little spreadsheet here, and I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested, if you want to see what I did. I've written every single thing down. Now, these aren't in perfect order. I moved them, the order a little bit. The order isn't perfect, but whatever. It's like in rough order. And if we have a little look, we can look at some stats too. Look at these stats. So I did 160 YouTube videos, 100 YouTube shorts, 84 podcasts, 14 articles, and 7 photos. And when I say photos, I mean like I did like BDSM photo shoots and stuff. And again, it ended up being way more than this. These are only the ones that I wrote down. I did a whole lot of content that I didn't actually put in here for various reasons, but I wanted everything that's in this project to be like top quality, so to speak. So if I wrote an article or something that was very short, I didn't include it in here. If I did a YouTube video that was really just like a lazy video or just an announcement, I didn't include it in here. So yeah, it's been a fun goddamn project. I'm really glad that I did it. It, more than anything, motivated me, kept me on a mission, kept me on a project for the last year. I'm probably not going to do another one anytime soon, but I said that the last couple of times I've done one. Let's, while we're here, have a look at some of the other 365-day projects I did. So the first one that I ever did was many years ago in 2012, and I wanted to get decent at photography and Photoshop. And so I did a photo every single day for a year, and I would do these like big projects with lots of photoshopping, like optical illusions and stuff like this. And I would go around every single day and go to these locations and shoot all these amazing photos and take a lot of time editing the shit out of them. And it was a hell of a lot of fun. Each one I would come up with like a big concept, like here's me like slicing my wrist open and dripping paint. I would do fun ones like this. I like this one. But yeah, it was just this really fun project where it really gave me a lot of direction. And this was a time when I wasn't super happy in my life. I mean, I wasn't like super depressed, but this was when I was with my second girlfriend, and, the relationship wasn't perfect to say the least. And we were both doing our best, but there was a lot of unhappiness there. I mean, I think this photo typifies it. So this photo is called "We Were Once in Love." And then in the description it says, "But we settled right into complacency." And you can see, the shadow is us in love, but then the two of us are just sitting there kind of ignoring each other, separated, watching TV. So a lot of my heart and soul, and I guess where I was at in life, was poured into a lot of these photos. So, quite a lot of them are quite sad, but there's lots that were happy enough. That wasn't the most miserable time of my life. It was after my depression and stuff, but towards the end was when we actually ended up breaking up. But yeah, I had a whole lot of fun with this project. The second 365-day project I did was my podcast. So if you just go on Spotify, you can find me on there. And I have completely different content to what's on YouTube. But I started a podcast. It was literally what I did. I started a 365-day project as a podcast to get me through the lockdowns and that. You can see I started this in like August 2020. And I was really depressed at that point and felt a bit suicidal on 1 or 2 days. And I thought, okay, I need some sort of mission, some sort of thing that I commit to every single day that will, take me towards my goals. So again, you can just find this on Spotify. Man, I'll tell you what makes me laugh. If you look down the very bottom, so my oldest content has the most views because that's just usually how it goes. But 2,000 downloads. Oh God, like please nobody, do whatever you want, but please. Oh God, again, okay, do whatever you want, but the oldest podcast that I ever did, oh my God, they're so unbelievably difficult to listen to because I'd never done it. So if anything, you can go and listen to the oldest couple of podcasts. Look, the second one is literally called "Give Yourself Permission to Suck." You can go and listen to them as like a decent example of the fact that it's okay to really suck. I really did at the start. Imogen came on a few times and we both sucked like, oh my God. So we've come a long way since then. But yeah, I guess back on topic. This 365-day project that I just finished with all the articles and the podcasts and YouTube videos, had a lot of fun with it, kept me on track. As for what's next, what I'm already doing. So I'm just going to do a whole bunch of content. Right now, the main goal is helping people, but secondary big goal to that is bringing people in for coaching so I can pay off the coaching or the tax debt. And after that, I already talked about this on Spotify. So if you're not already checking me out on Spotify, if you got a little bit of time or you're interested, go and listen to some of the podcasts because I talk about completely different content to what's on YouTube. It's similar genre, similar content, but I'm a lot more philosophical, I think, in Spotify, whereas on YouTube it tends to be a little bit more action oriented and answering people's questions and things like that. So, but I did a video on there, or a podcast, sorry, about plans for the future and how I want to spend my time and my money in the future, I guess. And, long story short, again, you can go and listen to that podcast, but long story short, I would like to pay off this tax debt and then have a little bit of money that I can sort of put up as challenges for us, for the community. And so I would probably start out by saying something like, whoever has the best proposal for, I don't know, we could start small. We could start with like $100, maybe $100 a month as like a prize. And whoever has the best proposal for how they want to use that money, they get to have that money. And your proposal could be something like, I want to use $100 to go and give it to a couple of homeless people that live near me because I think that would cheer them up. Or I want to use $100 to buy a couple of books or something for myself so I can really start to get a leg up on my own self-improvement. Or I want to buy some new clothes so that I can really prioritize my style so I can start, working on my dating life. Or I want to go and buy 50 roses or 20 roses and just go and hand them out to random strangers and make them smile. So basically, whoever came up with the most interesting idea for how they would spend that money, I would give them that money, and it's up to them if they want to tell us what they're up to after that. But hopefully they would share that with us, the community, and we could make it like an ongoing thing. So that's more a long-term plan. Right now, the main goal is, like I said, pay off all the tax debt and stuff like that, get a little bit of money in the bank so I'm not thinking so much about money, so it's not even on my mind anymore. But yeah, I got big plans for the community. And then after that, traveling, that's sort of a long way away. That's more in like 2026. I'm going to start traveling, go around America, Asia, places like that. But yeah, long story short, the 365 is over. And now I'm just going to keep doing what I'm already doing. In terms of like video courses and books and stuff, I'm probably going to focus on content like YouTube and podcasts for a little while before I do the next video course or book or anything. The next one, and don't hold me to this, but the next one is probably going to be the one that the most people have requested, which is how to edit dating profile pictures, how to edit your Tinder photos. So I'm probably going to do that next. That won't really be a big course. I don't think there's a lot that I have to say. It's probably only going to be like a 1 or 2 hour video, and that will just be priced at the same that I'm pricing everything else at. Pay whatever you want. So you can pay $1 for that if you want to, but that'll be the next thing, but that probably won't happen until next year. Like I said, right now I'm focused on just getting some damn money so I can pay the damn bills and pay the tax debt. So I'm going to focus on content, bring some people into the coaching program. On that note, if you'd love to sign up for the coaching program, namaste. We would love to have you. That'd be amazing. If you want to, while you're here, you can grab my video course. I will leave a link in the description below. It's called Play to Win, How I Built a Winner's Mindset. I just released it like a week or two ago. It's everything that I have learned over the last 15 years of self-improvement, all this good stuff here. You can pay whatever you would like for it, even if that is just $1. Then hey, pay $1. That's beautiful. There's already been plenty of people that have literally just paid $1. That's amazing. So link in the description below to that. And if you're thinking about doing a 365-day project yourself, yeah, I can really recommend it. It's a hell of a lot of fun, especially if you're someone that's sort of feeling a little directionless, or you're feeling like a lack of motivation. It's a really beautiful project to give you a higher purpose or a mission, because it's every day you show up, you do a little bit each day, So if you're going to do it, definitely set the bar very low of what the daily commitment is. Like I wouldn't necessarily, for your first 365 project, I wouldn't necessarily do like, I have to edit and record a fucking 1 hour long video for YouTube or something. I wouldn't recommend that as your first project. I'd do something simple like, I don't know, I just have to write in my diary for 5 minutes, or I just have to send one compliment to a friend or a family member every single day. Or I'm just going to go outside and smile at one stranger a day. I'm going to give one compliment to a stranger a day. Or I'm going to do one piece of art every single day. And even if it's just a little sketch that takes me 5 minutes, that's okay. So I would set the bar super low and super easy so you can actually commit to it. But if this is a project that you want to do, leave a comment below and let us know what you're working on. Don't say that you're going to start a 365-day project. Promises and what you're going to do doesn't really mean anything. So if you do want to do this project, start right now, start today, do something right now and say, hey, today is day one. I have just started this. Again, nobody really cares. I've made this point in so many videos. Nobody really cares what we're going to do. If I sit here and say, I'm going to do this thing, you're like, that's great. It sounds nice, but I'm probably going to change my mind. Like even what I said earlier of like, I'm going to travel or I want to travel in 2026. That doesn't fucking mean anything. Like nobody really gives a shit that I'm traveling until I start traveling. So try as best you can whenever you're going to commit to a big project like this, try to actually get started before you say you're going to do the thing. So say today is day one. I've started, but yeah, no pressure to start one. I've just found them amazing. Cam also, I guess while I'm here, Cam also finished his as well. So you can check out his channel if you're interested, Radical Improvements. He does very similar content to me. So if you like my content, you probably like his. He's got lots of shorts and look at this, year-long challenge completed. My boy finished. So he actually finished his like a week or so before me because he started a week or so before me. So big shout out to Cam. Check him out if you're interested. As always, ladies and gentlemen, why am I not in focus? Focus me. Thank you. Oh my God. Technology. I love you. As always, go out there and crush your goals and have a good time while you do it.